What's up, Alfonso Nation? It's Alfonso Peterman here today. And on this day, history shall be made in the Transformers community online. Since the year of 2014, many of you guys in record numbers have been asking me if it was possible that I could do some form of a collaboration or have a conversation with Alex Yu from the Ragin Nation. However, I'm a very busy man and Alex is also a very busy man. But today I'm proud to announce that we are actually going to be doing a collab in this video for the first time ever. So, without further ado, for the first time in history, please enjoy this special edition episode of Approaching TF5 featuring Alex Yu. What's up, Alfonsos? It's Alfonso here today, and I'm here with the king. I am here with the commander-in-chief of the Ragin Nation. You guys have been asking me to do this for a very long time. I've been getting questions and requests, like inboxes and everything, since 2014 when Age of Extinction came out. So now is the moment. Now is the time. The Alfonso Nation, the Ragin Nation has collided. Alex, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, man, not too much. Thanks for having me. Actually, I want to say to the Alfonso Nation that me and Alfonso have talked like since 2011. He was there from the very, very beginning of the Ragin Nation, even before it was called the Ragin Nation, before it was called the Ragin Rona Review. And he sent me a portrait that he drew of me. Mm-hmm. And with a couple of other Transformers, and I thought that was really, really cool. And that actually was the very first fan mail that I've ever received, ever.
Really?
And it was only because of that I started my that web series, Mail Call Mondays, and then that's when I opened up a PO box, and it was all because of you.
Really?
So
are you serious?
Yep, you're the very first person that sent me fan mail, and then afterwards, that's when I welcomed more fan mail, and then it got to the point where it's a little bit too much. I have no time to open all this, so I kind of didn't advertise it anymore. Yeah, and then so that's what happened.
That is insane. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just was like, hey, it's his birthday. Let me draw him.
So yeah, that's awesome, and yeah, I really, really appreciate it, and I still have it with me. It's just right there, and yeah.
Wow. That is insane, man. Yep. I did not know that. I just, I was like, hey, I'm gonna draw a nice. That's when I asked you. I messaged you. Yeah. And I said, hey, what are your 4 favorite Transformers? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I added that to the whole thing.
Yeah.
You made the whole video about it, and I was like, whoa, okay, that was a big deal.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Definitely, man. That's anything that we can do to support each other, help each other, and it's really for the guys that are watching. The fans and the people that are enjoying this. I mean. Yeah. There's so much going on with Transformers last night. So much.
Yeah. Much going on. It's like every other day there's something new.
Every other day, like there's a trailer coming out, there's this happening, there's this being revealed, and so it's so much. Yeah. The excitement is so heavy.
No kidding, man.
Oh man. So like the trailer is coming Wednesday. The Transformers 5, the 3rd trailer. Is coming Wednesday. What do you think we're going to see in that trailer?
Oh, man. I think that we're going to see... I think we're going to see Hot Rod. Maybe just like... It could be even just a quick, like 1 second of his face, or it could be like another shot of the Lamborghini, or maybe like a full body shot. I think we're finally going to see Hot Rod, but it's going to be very, very brief. The reason why I believe this is because we all saw that teaser video. It's 20 seconds, and the whole idea of that was to explain that the Transformers came from the past, and the only person that really knows that is Sir Edmund Burton, played by Anthony Hopkins, right? And Hot Rod is loyal to Anthony Hopkins' character, as far as I know, just because like they appear, they both appear in London. I believe that those three vehicles, McLaren, the Aston Martin, and Hot Rod, I believe they're all loyal to Sir Anthony Hopkins. So that's why I believe that because of the theme of the new trailer, we're going to see more of Hot Rod.
Wow, that's interesting. You know, I actually believe that because we've seen a couple of instances of a hot rod here and there.
Yeah,
We've seen, you know, the motion trailer of the
yeah,
character
yeah,
itself when he flipped around, which was
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
So yeah, I can believe that
yeah,
we may see some hot rod
yeah,
action for the first time.
yeah,
I think we may see more of an extended scene of the Optimus Prime versus Bumblebee. We may see like
yeah,
another lick that he might throw, or like another little
yeah,
action
yeah,
sequence
yeah,
of Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. I feel like that's gonna somewhat happen at some point, maybe,
yeah,
because this is a full length, you know,
yeah,
third trailer.
yeah, yeah,
So
totally.
that's something we may see.
Uh,
Now you,
yeah,
Mr. Alex,
yeah,
you have recently attended the fan event,
yeah.
and I actually, you know, I live far away from a fan event, so I wasn't able to go. So just sum up your experience. Like, tell me how, like, what was up at, like, how did that feel?
Oh,
What happened?
well, as soon as I was walking in, I was nervous. As
Yeah.
soon as walking through the hallway the auditorium, I was just feeling
Mhm.
kind of nervous, like not knowing what I was going to see. The thing
Yeah.
is that I accidentally read a little bit from some
Mhm.
websites, right? But then like
Oh,
I quickly clicked away. Like I didn't read it
okay.
all, right? But then by that
Yeah.
time, my anticipation and excitement was so big that I'd forgotten whatever I read, right?
Yeah.
So regardless, I was still going in clean. And
Oh,
then
okay, I got you.
and they hyped it up really well, like as in like you got the promoters of the event, they were there and they were just getting all the crowd like pumped up, right? He was like saying like, you know, make some noise, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the Michael Bay intro at the beginning, and that was really cool. I really like that it wasn't just a bunch of scenes for the movie. I like
Yeah.
that there was some context to it, like talking about like the IMAX 3D and talking about how it
Right.
expands the cinematic universe. And it was just it was just a really really positive experience, because I thought it was just going to be nothing but like, I thought it was just going to be a long music video, like
Oh.
just like music explosions, like action car chase, you know. I just thought it was going to
Okay.
be like that. I didn't know it was actually going to be broken up into scenes, which had
Mm,
which kind of got you even more interested,
that's
right?
right.
So it was cool. Like they gave away prizes, and yeah, it was fantastic. It was an awesome event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I bet. I mean, so many
yeah,
people attended that event all over the world. Like that
yeah,
was definitely a really, really awesome thing for Michael Bay to do, to
yeah, yeah,
allow the
absolutely.
fans to have an exclusive look at it 2 months before the actual release.
Yeah,
Now, you know, Michael Bay, he has a track record,
yep,
right? You know, he said he's not going to return for the first one, the second one, the third one, and he always comes back. Now, he said he's not coming back for the fifth one. Now, we
yeah,
kind of don't believe that because of his
yeah,
track record.
yeah.
Now, we know he's probably going to come back for seven, most likely. I think it was confirmed. I think he's coming back for seven, something like
Oh,
that.
it wasn't confirmed actually.
Oh, it wasn't confirmed.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
wait, no, that was your
That was a
April
joke.
Fool's thing.
that,
Okay, yeah,
that was an April Fool's joke.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But he actually he may come back at some point.
He, of
But
course, yeah, he could come back.
if he doesn't, though,
Yeah.
how are we going to envision the future of this franchise without Michael
Oh,
Bay?
well, it could be very, very, it could feel different,
Yeah.
but it could feel the same. And like, it's really, really hard to say, just because like I've seen Michael Bay produced films that are not directed by him. And I'm sure maybe you've seen it too. Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Like they weren't directed by him, but they still feel like he actually was the director.
Yeah, it feels like it was one of his movies. Yeah.
Exactly. So I really don't know how Bumblebee is going to turn out, except I do have more faith in the sense that there is going to be a better story. Like, I just
Yes.
feel that, just because I thought that Kubo and the Two Strings had a great story, and that was directed by the same director. Yeah, Travis
Oh
Knight.
wow.
Yeah. So that's
Hmm.
why I thought that this is going to be a better direction in terms of like the script, the story. But I do still believe that Michael Bay is going to come back. I was so sure that he was not going to come back. I was like
Yeah.
100% sure. but he came back. Now, the reason why I think he's going to come back is because they wrote all those, or rather, they came up with all these different stories, and he actually liked one of them. Like, I mean, he really liked one of them, that he decided that, like, if I could come back and direct that one that he likes, I would come back. Yeah, and I think that he will direct it, because, like, whatever Michael Bay wants, he gets.
Whatever he wants to get, it's going to happen. It's about to happen. It's
so
really cool.
This is not his last film.
Oh, it's not. I don't believe.
I'm positive this is not his last film.
He's not going to leave a $3 billion franchise.
Nope.
He's not just going to leave his baby and just have a director take over the rest. He's coming back at some point, but he always does at some point.
He's just taking a break.
And one thing that I always thought of, because when he says that every time, I just wondered why does he keep saying he's not coming back? But when I think about it, if you're a director and you're directing a film and you're working like nonstop for like 4 months, and at the end of it, you're like, hey, you're gonna do the next one. Yeah. And you're like, wait, dude, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back. So
and that's why he directed his smaller films afterwards.
Yeah. It probably does fluctuate, small, large, small, large.
It's better that way. It keeps your sanity, because I'm pretty sure it's a like I'm watch all the behind the scenes stuff, right? And I'm just looking at what's going on, and this is intense. It's stressful. Like, it's fun, but it's stressful, right? And to put yourself that for like an entire year, like consecutively, is just too much.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, and for a for a $1 billion franchise, multi-billion dollar franchise, to make movies that great, it takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of work, and dedication, and so I understand if he just needs a break.
Totally. And I would like him to have a break, just because if the movies are too close together, like he's directing one and then he's directing the other, it feels like he might feel like it might affect his work. Like he's exhausted.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So I would rather him go in there with like a clear mind, like as in he's pumped. Okay, guys, we're here. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Instead of okay, let's do this. All right, let's get it over with. You know what I'm saying? With
a better attitude and with more energy.
More energy. The right like head. Like going in with the right mindset.
Right, exactly. Now we have seen Optimus Prime, and we've seen Bumblebee. They're fighting on this Cybertronian metallic platform, right?
Yeah.
And possibly in the middle of the ocean, because we saw that same platform-ish underwater, and the submarines are going in, and the thing surfaces, and now they're fighting on it.
Yeah.
So what do you think is that structure? Is that platform? What is that?
It's got to be a ship.
Probably a ship.
It's gotta be something from outer space that crash landed. Unless it was like something that was brought there, like somebody brought it there and to hide something. Like it was brought there intentionally to hide some things. And I believe those could be the only two options. Either crash landed there, or somebody, maybe a higher being like the Quintessa or something, or a creator, or something that we haven't even heard of, decided to land the ship underwater and then go to sleep. And then like to hide something. That could mean the whatever it is. It could be like a doomsday device. That could mean the end of the world or something, right?
There you go.
Yeah, so they wanted to hide it, like he wanted to, whoever the pilot was, sacrificed himself just so he can stay safe. You know what I'm saying? So
wow, that's some deep stuff you just said there, Alex. you just spit out some deep stuff, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, there's got to be a reason why it's under the water, right? So
yes, got to be a reason.
Before we can know what it is, we have to know why it's there.
There you go. Pick your history. Now, we've seen a couple trailers so far. We had, the Kids' Choice Awards. We've had the teaser in December. We've had a lot of different visuals, and of course the fan event. But what would you say is your favorite trailer of all the trailers that we've seen so far before this third trailer comes out on Wednesday?
I gotta say it's the very, very first one that came out in December.
You hit it on the nail, man. That's exactly that's mine too. I love that one. That was my favorite one.
Yeah. Why did you like it?
I like that one because that one is more complex. It was like it gives more suspense to the story. Yeah. And the music was just perfect, and scenes were perfect. It wasn't all about just the kids
Yeah,
or all about, fighting like a girl. It was
Yeah, yeah.
actually, this is
Yeah.
what's going to be happening in a film.
Yeah.
It's a good plot foreshadowing.
Yeah,
And the way it was presented with Anthony Hopkins narrating it, oh my God.
yeah.
I was like, that is the bomb. And then the surprise at the end.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I liked it because it was like for a lot of the same reasons. It just felt different, and also like it just posed so many new questions, and then they ended it with like a big surprise, like a big shock rather. It wasn't even a surprise; it was a shock, and then suddenly you wanted more.
Yeah,
it was just it created the right atmosphere for like I think fans and non-fans. Just because, like, when you're watching this, like, even if you're not a fan of Transformers, you're thinking, wait a minute, did Bumblebee just hit? I mean, or did Optimus just do that? Aren't they supposed to be good guys, right? And then you want to see more, right?
That's it. Yeah. It's a lure. It's a hook.
Yeah,
Let me just ask you.
Yeah.
What is up with Grimlock?
What's up with Grimlock? Yeah.
Why is he in the junkyard?
Well, I feel that the like the Michael Bay, the producers, Hasbro, they all know that they feel that the Dinobots were underused in Age of Extinction, first of all. And like they knew they had to bring them in for Age of Extinction, and they did bring them in. They brought them in at the last minute, and I think they felt the rage of the fans that like that we didn't get to see enough of the Dinobots, right? So I think this is the opportunity for them to really give the Dinobots their moments, like their personal moments, which is something that the fans want, right? So they're bringing them back here, but the thing is that I need to see how they're brought back there. Like how on earth does Cade become friends with Grimlock and these mini Dinobots? Like that. We'll see that in the movie, but I just can't figure it out. Like
it's a little strange because I mean, the last we saw them was in Age of Extinction. At the end, he was like, you're free, and then they just walk off.
How did he round them up? And to bring them back to whether they're in Arizona or Texas, I don't know where they are, but like, how did he round them up?
What happened there? How did that? And it seems as if Mark Wahlberg is almost commanding him. He's like, "Hey, get back in your hole." As if he's a pet, So it's like, what's going on? It's
what is the relationship there?
That's it. That's what
because producer Lorenzo de Bonaventura said that like Grimlock's kind of like a naughty dog, so he'll be doing a lot of goofy stuff, which is like dog-like stuff, which is already demonstrated in that last trailer, right? So like I think that's cool in terms of personality, but I still want to see Grimlock being more like his when it's time to fight, right? I want to see him doing some serious damage, right?
That's it, man. You know what? It's like I just want to see him rip some heads off, man. Now let's see. I have quite a bit of stuff here. Now Unicron. Okay. There's been a whole bunch of stuff with Unicron, the Chaos Bringer. Now, a lot of people say, "Hey, this guy's not going to show up." A lot of people saying, "Hey, he may." Whether or not he does, if he does show up, let's just say Unicron is going to show up. How do you think he's going to contribute to the plot based on what we know so far from like trailers and like releases and stuff?
I think well, here's my theory. I think that Anthony Hopkins knows about a Chaos Bringer. But he doesn't know very much about him because maybe it could be like a myth,
right?
It could be just a myth, and like they don't know if the prophecy is true or something like that. But I think he's going to be mentioned. I think he's going to be mentioned, but I don't know if we're actually going to see him. There's a lot that they're going to show already. Like there's a lot to excuse me. There's a lot to be covered in this film, right?
What? Yes, sir.
So I think that it's going to be like a tease. Like they're just going to mention him. They might show a little bit of imagery of him, but I don't think he actually contributes to the actual, like the final battle or anything like that. That would be crazy.
That would be
so much.
That would be almost a little excessive.
That's excessive.
Because you have a lot, you have a lot already, and you're going to have this big.
You got to build up. You got to build up Unicron. You can't just like throw him in there, right? And
I think they've covered quite a bit. They're going to be covering it quite a bit in this film already. in
Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of like the history and
Yeah.
the origin. So they
Yeah.
may feature him in terms of like when they explain the origin or when they
Yeah.
go back into history or the
Yeah.
legend. But
Yeah.
to bring him into the present day battle
Yeah.
is gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Because
So,
like if they make Unicron the way he is in G1, like you already have like this giant weird thing from space coming in, and so you're telling me that there's another big thing coming in?
yeah. that's a little too much
I
for
think
just
the
one
Earth
film.
can't only handle so much.
That's it. Yeah, the Earth can just be destroyed. I mean,
The
I think the
Earth
Earth would be.
it's gonna explode.
Yeah, the Earth is gonna be like, look, I'm tired. Y'all
Yeah.
can hack this out on Mars. You know.
Yeah. Take your battle to Mars.
Go to Saturn. You know, just
Go to Uranus.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Okay, so the spin-off movie.
Oh yeah.
Spin-off film is coming next year. You know, it seems like it's going to be far from here because of how the Last Night is being developed, and we're all excited for the Last Night. Now, I just read, not sure how true it is, that the spin-off is going to be a prequel film.
I believe that. I believe that's 100% true. Just because, I believe that the Last Night is going to be a, it's going to be a teaser for the spin-off film. Like it's going to like tie it in, and the Last Night is like the theme of the Last Night it has like based on what we've seen so far has always been that Transformers have existed in the past, and there's so much more history and secrets that we don't even know about. So one of those secrets is the mystery of Bumblebee's past, and so therefore I think that it's definitely something that has to do with the past, and maybe, just maybe, this is our opportunity to see Bumblebee as not a 2016 Camaro, and maybe something that the G1 fans will appreciate.
Yeah, that's you know what, and I think that's gonna get a lot of attention, and people are gonna like that because they're actually, you know, fulfilling their desires, you know, what they want. Now, because it's maybe a prequel film and it's really centered around Bumblebee, do you think we're gonna see any other Transformers besides Bumblebee?
Yep, not many though.
Not many.
Not many. I think that I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see an Autobot sidekick, right? We're definitely not gonna see Optimus, but we will see one or two Decepticons. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
One or two Decepticons. Yeah, like there's got to be an arch nemesis. I don't want to see a story about Bumblebee fighting and a bunch of humans. We've already seen Bumblebee versus what is it? Sector 7, like the time he was captured by Sector 7. Well, I don't need to see that again, right? So
yeah, we don't need a reoccurrence. We need something new here.
And Bumblebee's shouldn't be seen fighting humans. Like they're gonna make this more kid friendly. So you're right.
Yeah,
they're not gonna do that, right?
They're not gonna do that. Now let's say Mr. Alex Yu here is the director of Transformers: The Last Night. If you had to kill off an Autobot and a Decepticon, who would you kill off?
If I had to kill off an Autobot or Decepticon?
An Autobot and a Decepticon. You have to kill two.
Boy, that's a tough one.
I know.
Okay, I guess it would depend on who's on my Autobot team and who would be in my Decepticon team. So
it'll be all the characters that are there that's confirmed so far as of now.
Okay, so the existing characters. Okay.
Last Night, yeah.
If I would kill off an Autobot, I'd kill off Drift.
Okay.
I picked Drift would be I predicted that Drift will be the one to die in Transformers Last Night. And the reason why I think that he's an appropriate one to die is because he's a samurai. He can die with honor. Like he would die making a sacrifice.
That's it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
So like his death will not be like
in vain.
His death will actually won't be in vain. Like he will have like died like not satisfying, like have a satisfying death, or like he would have died happily.
Yeah.
Because he did something that honored his what he believes in, right? So.
That's a really good option.
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Go ahead. He's over there. He's out of frame. He's back in frame.
Yeah. I just had to plug in the charger.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I love Drift though. Drift is like he's one of my favorite from Age of Extinction. I really like the samurai, the ninja, the swords when he flips around. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So Decepticon.
Decepticon, who would I kill off? I would kill off. I know people are going to be mad, but I'd kill off Barricade. and let me explain why. Because like this is like in the last night, and this is probably what's going to happen also. This is an opportunity for Barricade to get back at Bumblebee. Okay, this is the opportunity for that.
That's it.
I think it's going to happen based on what we've seen in the trailer so far. I think that's going to happen, and I think that Bumblebee should have a full-on brawl with Barricade. Barricade's going to have the advantage, right? As in, like, he's actually hurting Bumblebee, but suddenly Bumblebee does something and actually, like, heroically wins the battle. And then, like, there goes Barricade, and it's gonna be a very, very satisfying ending. Like, you're rooting for Bumblebee, right? So it's gonna be, you know, people might be like, oh no, they're gonna kill Barricade, but actually, it's gonna be like one of those hero moments, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I think is gonna happen.
That's been actually the you know, the case in many scenarios in the previous renditions. I mean, you look in Dark of the Moon, you had him and Soundwave. It looks like Bumblebee was gonna die because he, you know, they kill Q, and then Bumblebee just goes, "Hey, not so fast," and he kills them all off. So that's probably that's really a Michael Bay thing to do.
Totally,
to make you, like, to draw you a certain way and say, "Surprise, not exactly. This is what's gonna happen."
Yeah.
So let's for a moment talk about the death, the resurrection, and the corruption of Optimus Prime.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I think
first of all, the death.
Oh.
How in the world is this guy gonna just die? Do you think he's gonna encounter the creators and maybe they might, you know, the creator might kill him, or he might lose Energon? What do you think is gonna happen?
What do you think is gonna happen? I think that I think that they will have you know, I never thought about that actually.
I'm here. I'm sympathizing with you. I feel your struggle. Exactly. You know.
I think what is going to happen is actually Optimus makes his way to his destination. And then or he doesn't make his way and he's floating in space. And then he gets close enough that somebody picks him up, like as in like another, like somebody who works for the creators or something, picks him up and then revives him and says, and I just came up with this on the spot, picks him up and says, "Hey, we saved you. You need to do something for us."
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like, hey, you owe us, like, because dead. So like, do you seek redemption?
Because he's floating in space, and I'm just thinking, like, why would the creators tell him to do something for a favor, as in make him become bad, and then leave him floating in space?
Yeah.
Right? So it would make sense if he's already floating in space, and then somebody saves him, and then he gives him a chance to redeem himself.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's a more likely scenario than
than
the other scenarios out there.
Because if he's floating in space, then somebody has to have put him there. In this case, in this theory that I've put out there, he put himself there. So and he just didn't make it, but like somebody else rescued him. So yeah, that's a very, I mean, that's plausible. It's whoa, we just said that at the same time. Okay. Oh my God,
the corruption.
The corruption.
Now it seems as if you know, in the Super Bowl TV spots, the corruption almost looked. Now we didn't see much; you only saw his face. Yeah. But we saw his eyes change color. Yeah. Now that could almost be a willingly. He could have willfully just changed to the dark side, or something could have been causing him to convert. But we don't see it; we only see the face. What do you think is going on there?
I don't think that I think Optimus didn't have a choice, like as in like we're gonna do this to you, and you don't have a choice to say no to it, and he felt that he had to do it for the greater good, as in saving Cybertron, his homeworld, because Optimus has always wanted to like, I guess he felt responsible, right? Yeah. I mean, he is responsible, right? So I feel that if they did it, I mean, if they did something to him, it was just because like it was against his will, and he didn't think that there's anything else he could have done. There was no other option.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Like that's
That's
really,
like woo.
yeah. There you go. There you go. You said it for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's really all I really had written down here to talk
Yeah.
about. But that's
Oh yeah, to
Transformers in a
the
nutshell.
Alfonso Nation. By the way, I have hay fever. That's why I'm constantly like blowing my nose.
Yes, guys, it's
It's like
springtime.
spring right now. It's like the pollen's everywhere. It's like I'm just
Yeah.
sneezing like crazy. Yeah.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah.
This weather. But if you had anything you'd like to say to Alfonso Nation, go ahead.
I want to say that go into this movie with an open mind and just don't think of it. Just don't think into it too much and just enjoy the ride.
That's
Because this is, I mean, like a director like Michael Bay is he creates movies like that are fun. Like we're here to have fun, and I think a lot of people don't. The people that don't enjoy them is because they go in with the wrong mindset, right? And like I know why people don't like his films, and I know why critics don't like his films, and I'm totally aware of that. But when I go into his films, I go in with a very specific mindset, and that is for the purpose of being entertained and having fun.
Right.
And every time I come out of the theater, I'm like you know, I had a good time.
Yeah. You know, he always delivers, and it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, I mean, the plots are always different, but he delivers, and so it's always good to go in there with an open mind and just be really receptive of what he's doing. Because you know, he is one man with one vision, and he can conjure up some amazing stuff. So that's awesome, man. But that's that's all I got written down.
Oh, cool. All right.
To talk about.
Well, thanks for having me.
Not a problem, man. I really wanted to do this. It's something that fans have been asking for a very long time.
No worries.
So
I hope they enjoyed it too. And hey, I just want to say I really enjoyed your reaction with your dad, your stepdad.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I was like,
that was really funny.
Yeah, he was like, what's going on there? And then he was like, hey, Star Wars. That's what's going on here. Because I've actually seen it before that video, but he hasn't. So I was like,
oh,
you see that?
Yeah.
So I was like,
I like his feedback afterwards. I like it. I enjoyed his explanation. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, like peanut butter and jelly. You gotta have it.
Peanut butter and jelly. That was a good one. That was a good analogy. Yeah,
that is hilarious. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
Yeah, I think it's on the Alfonso React. I don't even know where it's at. I'm losing my mind slowly, guys. I mean, my you know, I've seen your reaction and I've watched my own. I don't know what it is, but I freak out.
Yeah,
and I've seen you do it too. You're
it's crazy. Like I cannot. Like there are times when I don't freak out, but that's because like Michael Bay didn't put a freak out moment there, right? But like when he puts things like Optimus about to kill Bumblebee, like that's a freak out moment. Like I cannot not freak out, right?
Yeah.
But like there are trailers that still blow my mind, but I don't react physically. Like I don't go wow. I don't need to, but I'm in my mind. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. So it's all internal for you.
I'm still, it's all internal, right? So
that's cool.
But at the end of the day, I mean, these are all genuine reactions. Like I just love like these directors' visions and what they have in store for us, because like they're just creating these larger than life situations that we can't ever experience in real life, right? So
that's right.
Like when you watch a movie, you're living that, right?
That's exactly right, man.
That's why I love movies so much.
Yeah, it's so, you know, the creativity of these directors and these producers, man, it really blows your mind when you see the ending result, when you see the final product. Like, man, you guys made that. You know, and how many months was that? You know, it's really it's surreal. It's awesome. So I feel that we have quite a bit in store for us, especially when they said that we might have 14 more Transformers movies in the future.
Yeah.
Not sure how true that is, but it could be very true. Could be. I think it's confirmed. I'm not. Sure.
It's. I actually talk about that in episode number 149. I already filmed that episode. Yeah. And I'll tell you how true it is.
Yeah. It's something to look into.
I'll just say that it's. Well, you're gonna stay tuned for that. You have to stay tuned for that episode. But I'll just tell you that sometimes some websites or news networks blow things a little bit out of proportion. Yeah.
Just a tad, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, like they get a little bit of information and they just take a mile.
They just roll with it. Yeah.
It's like calm down.
Michael Bay, 14 Transformers movies, and then suddenly, wow!
Oh my God!
All right, let's tell the world.
Yeah, so it's I get this is all part of the hype, you know, because everybody just wants to know what the latest. But some of that is not really that credible. But hey, it is a possibility. It's very possible.
Like the general idea is that they have a lot of stories planned, but are the scripts written? No, they're not. Like they don't have scripts for 14 films. They don't even have like enough writers to do that.
Yeah, that's not even.
It took 3 writers out of the 14 to make this one film.
It's not even logical, but you know, hey, oh my God, if you put the number 14 in Michael Bay, that's it.
Yeah. It's you know what? They want to write headlines like that because they know they can get a reaction out of people, and then that's how you get like more interaction, like comments, because they know that people are gonna say like, "Oh my God, 14 films. Okay, I'm done." You know, like they're just gonna react negatively. So. They just want to get that reaction, and that is totally like bait for reaction. Yeah,
right. That's literally like requesting for traffic.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So
that's cool though, man. Well, it was lovely. It was incredible talking to you about this, man. It's been a long time coming. I've been you know, interacting with you since 2011.
Yep.
And here we are.
Here we are, and you're making videos, and so that's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yes,
keep it going.
Absolutely, man. But I just wanted to do this, the Ragin Nation, Alfonso Nation collab. Yeah. I do want to say, I got the Alfonso Nation. I got that idea from the Ragin Nation. I mean,
really?
It does sound the same.
I got the Ragin Nation from another YouTube channel. I forgot which one it is, but like it seems to be a thing now, like because like basically if you have an audience, then that's the nation. It's that nation, right?
Yeah, I thought about nation. I thought about, you know, squad, empire. I thought about a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't as you know, catchy and as
so
fluid.
The Ragin Nation just happened to kind of rhyme.
Yeah. Actually, down here, like there's a recent college. It's a university. They're the Ragin Cajuns. So every time I hear Ragin Nation, I'm like, dude, he has no idea that like the Ragin Cajuns is a literal. That's everywhere where I live. They have it on bumper stickers, and I'm like, Alex, you.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Well, if I ever get some of that Cajun food, I'll be raging.
There you go. The Ragin Nation.
Yeah, the Ragin Cajun Nation.
There you go.
Yeah, if I bring some like Cajun chicken while I'm eating and while I'm filming and I'm eating, I'm the Ragin Cajun Nation, man.
Man, that's it. That's it.
That's it right there.
That was it. This is lovely.
Yeah. Thanks so much to your audience for tuning in and watching this, and thanks for having me. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment if you have anything to say. Show some love to Alex, you man. This is the man.
Show some love to the Alfonso Nation.
That's it, man. So thank you, Alex, for joining, man. I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching. My name is Alfonso, and I will see you in my next video.
Yeah, keep making videos.
Peace out.
Peace.